Assembly, and today is another special assembly because we're going to have one of our students from year 2 class, Myra Waqas Khatmul, yes, who's going to be completing the recitation of the Quran. So she will be telling her last 3 surahs of the Quran. I just want to say a few words. And she has arrived, our special guest, mashallah. Okay. So this is Myra's grandma and Myra's family are here. So as I was saying, it's always nice that, especially during the Quran Khatmah, that we have parents come and they witness this. Myra, again, like Leah and some of our other students, have finished the Quran very quickly, and the credit goes firstly to Myra, and then to her Appa Asiya, who has worked very hard with her, and any of the other ustads who may have taught her from the beginning. Okay, because obviously you know, when you start the reception, then you move up to year 1, year 2, year 3, and then you have different teachers. But we must never forget our first teachers. I remember one of our ustads, when the students who would graduate in our Dar al-Ulum, right, in the minister, a lot of the students who became Hafiz in our Dar al-Ulum, they were from Newcastle, we had some from France, some from Spain, some students were from London, they were from all over England, all around Europe. And they memorized the Quran by heart, they were Hafiz. And our ustad would say that never forget your first ustad. The very ustad who taught you Alif, Ba, Ta, Tha, Jim, Ha, because they are the ones who planted the seed. Yeah? So the ustad or the apple planted the seed. Alhamdulillah, today this is the fruit. Yeah, look how nice Myra looks in her crown and her Quran in her hand, with her appa and her family here who are celebrating with her, and they will have, I'm sure they're going to have a big party at home as well for Myra. Myra is going to be given a lot of presents and she deserves it. Anybody who learns to recite the full Quran, they deserve presents. They deserve du'as, right? Why? Because, put your hand up in this hall if you speak Arabic. Anybody speaks Arabic here? Sudais speaks I didn't know, your mom never mentioned. Sudais speaks Arabic. Sudais speaks Arabic. Anybody else speaks Arabic here? Okay, Sophia. Okay, we got some few students who probably speak the Mirpuri version of Arabic. But this is, alhamdulillah, a book that you've learned to read, which you don't even understand. You don't understand the Arabic language. If I were to say to you, what does Alam Tara Kayfa Fa'ala Rabbuka Bi Ashabil Fil mean? Now, if you learned in Charles Gifford's translation, you would know what it means. You don't know what it means. Most of you don't know. So imagine learning a book which has got new alphabets, right? Some of the sounds are similar to English, like Ba for B, Ta for T. I don't think we have a Tha in English, no we don't, right? A T and a H, so thumb, yeah? We don't have a Ain, you know what Ain? That Ain, when you clean in your throat, we don't have that in English. So new letters, new shapes, a new language, and you start from Alif, Ba, Ta, Tha, Jim, and then you read your blue book, then you go on to your green book, and subhanallah, then you start Quran, Alif Lam Mim, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. And then on this day, today, Yawm al-Jumu'ah, in this madrasa, you'll be reading قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ, join in. مَلِكِ النَّاسِ, So, look at that effort, yeah? And Myra's completed very young, and she's been here for about 4 years, 3 or 4 years. Some students might have taken 6, 7, 8 years, but this is a major achievement. And the Quran is not only for children. I always say, if there's parents here, anybody else who don't know how to read Quran, learn the Quran. I'm not going to mention the benefits, but I'll mention 1 or 2 benefits because I've got a bit of time. What are the benefits of the Quran? For example, when you learn to read Quran, for every single letter you get a reward, right? And all of these rewards are like money. You know when you have a money box, and you put 1 pence, 2 pence, 20 pence, 50 pence, £1, right? And you put it in, after 1 year, the tin is full. And when you open it, you started from 1 pence, you've got 20, 30 pounds. How rich are you? On the day of Qiyamah, on the day of your Hisab, when you're going to be standing before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there will be like a money box, right? There's only a money box, it'll be a book of deeds. But in that books of deeds, like the money box, you're going to find there's going to be a lot of thawab, a lot of hasanat. And you say, where has this come from? I don't remember all these rewards. And then Allah will say to you, do you remember when you were 4 years old and your mommy and daddy used to send you to Madrasa? And you say, yeah. And you used to read with Abba Najwa and Abba Asiya and Hafiz Zaid and Sheikh Danyan and Sheikh Siddiq. Oh yeah, I remember when I was a little child, I used to go to Madrasa. Do you remember those 5 years you read Quran? Did I? Yes. Now you forgotten. Allah's going to say, every time you used to say Alif, Ba, Ta, Ta, I used to give you a reward. Say, wow. And imagine all those rewards, all those money that you have before you. Allah says, this is enough for you. You can go Jannah. The Quran will take you to Jannah. The Quran will take you to Jannah. Do you know this very Quran? It's going to intercede. You know what does intercede mean? Intercede means, let's say that you're in trouble, right? Let's say you're walking down, you're going through, what example can I give you? Okay, this week we're going to have a trek, right? You go for a walk. Where are they going? For a trek? Okay, they're going somewhere. Let's say you're on the mountains. Yeah, right? Yeah. And you're on the mountain and suddenly you get trapped. And you're about to fall. Right? And you look down and like 100 miles away. And you know, if you fall, you're going to be halas, dead. Right? On the day of Qiyamah, your books of deeds will be shown to you. And you will be like that person who's looking down and there's Jahannam. There's fire. Na'udhu bin dhalik. La qaddar Allah. Fire is waiting for you. And the angels say, that's your destination. Or big sentence. That is your place. And then suddenly, one of the angels say, wait, not yet. Then they look back. And what will be there? The angels will command, don't throw him yet. Or her. What's going to be their command? The Quran is going to speak to Allah. The Quran is going to speak to Allah. The Quran is going to plead to Allah. And the Quran is going to say to Allah, Ya Allah, don't throw this person in hellfire. Because this person used to read me all the time. During the day, during the night, before school, after school, before maktab, after maktab, in Ramadan, outside of Ramadan. Every single day this person used to open me, used to kiss me, read me, love me, understand me, spend time with me, used to sacrifice the sleep. Yeah, he used to sacrifice the sleep. This person used to read me. Like Surah Mulk. You know that Surah? تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور. You know this Surah, right? This Surah is also going to intercede for you. So now Allah will listen to the Quran. Allah will listen, Halima, to the Quran. Allah will say, you Quran, you are pleading for this person to go Jannah, I accept it. This person, praise be to Allah. And you are going to go Jannah because of the Quran will take you Jannah. Yes. Any person who sits and reads Quran, you get rewarded. Hasanat, barakat. Reading Quran does not waste your time. Sometimes, you know what happens? When we sit down and read Quran, Shaitan comes. You know Shaitan? Is Shaitan good or bad? Yeah. If there's any more chairs for Mommy. Mommy, are you sorry? Yeah? So, what I was saying, the hasanat, the barakat, right? And when you're reading Quran, Shaitan comes. And you know, suddenly, after you've already been reading for 5 minutes, feel sleepy. Yeah? And you've only sat for 5 minutes. When you're on your phone, right? Where's my phone? When you're on your phone, on TikTok and Mixmop and Chocolate and whatever the other ones are called, and you're there for 1 hour and you're just like this. Yeah? That's what you do on the phone, don't you? Yeah? Yeah? Have you noticed you never get tired? And you can be doing that for 1 hour, you don't get tired. Quran, you sit for 5 minutes and like, you're tired. You know what happens? When you read Quran, Shaitan comes. He makes you tired. He goes, go to sleep. Don't read Quran. You're tired. Go to sleep. And you're like, you're right. Well, you don't talk directly to Shaitan, but you're right. I'll close the Quran and I'll go to sleep. But you don't go to sleep, do you? Because when you're about to go to sleep, the Shaitan comes back and says, why don't you go on your phone? Daddy footy, mommy footy. Yeah. And you've already learned your parents' password of the phone. So your parents are sleeping and you crawl into the bedroom at night. So I'll let me do this. Yeah? Yeah? And the phone is next to your mom because she set the alarm for your school.